All right, today we're tackling one of the biggest, most asked questions in the entire digital world. If you're pouring your heart and soul into SEO, how long? How long do you really have to wait to see those efforts actually pay off? Yep, this is it. The million-dollar question, right? You've put in the time, the money, the energy, you've done the work optimizing your site, and now you're just sitting there wondering, okay, when does the magic actually happen? When do we start climbing those search rankings? And look, if you're asking this, you are definitely not alone. I mean, it's pretty much the core anxiety for anyone trying to build a brand online. It's a totally valid concern, and today we are going to get you a clear answer, pulling directly from our source material. So, let's just cut right to the chase, shall we? It's time to set some realistic expectations. Because we're not talking about days, we're not even talking about weeks here, we're talking about a real, genuine investment of time. You know, what I love about this quote is how it frames the whole process. Think about SEO less like flipping a switch for instant light and more like planting a tree. It's this cumulative thing. It grows stronger, it builds momentum, but only if you keep nurturing it over time. And there it is, the baseline answer. We're talking several months. Yeah, that's the typical time frame where you can finally expect to see real, measurable, meaningful improvements. We're talking about your organic traffic, your keyword rankings. It's not instant, for sure, but it's steady, it's building. Okay, so why the wait? Why does it take that long? Well, to really get it, we've got to peek behind the curtain a little bit and see how Google even discovers your site in the first place. So before you can even dream about ranking #1, Google has to, find you. First, its little spiders crawl your site to see what's even there. Then it has to index all that content, basically filing it away in its giant digital library. And only after all that happens can the ranking process even start. And just that first part, that can take days, sometimes even weeks, all on its own. But here's the thing, that several months timeline, it's not set in stone. Not at all. Think of it more like a starting point. Your unique situation, your industry, and your strategy, all of that can dramatically change the clock. So what are these big variables we're talking about? This table lays it out perfectly. I mean, think about it. Are you in some super specific, quiet niche industry? Well, you're probably going to see results way faster. But if you're trying to rank in a really crowded, competitive space, it's going to be a longer climb. Same thing with keywords. If you target those super specific long-tail phrases, like, say, best vegan gluten-free sourdough starter, instead of just bread, you're going to get those quicker wins. And here's the big one. Content. Frequent, high-quality posts literally signal to Google that you're an authority, that you're someone worth listening to. Okay, but there's another absolutely massive piece of this puzzle that kind of complicates everything. You're not just aiming at a stationary target. Nope, you're aiming at Google. And really, that's the simplest way to say it. The rules of this game are always changing. I mean, the strategy that worked like a charm last year might be totally useless today. And what's working right now, it could be different tomorrow. So just how much change are we actually talking about here? Well, take a look at this number, hundreds. Yeah, you heard that right. Google makes hundreds of tweaks to its algorithm every single month. And that right there is why SEO can never ever be a set it and forget it kind of thing. It's all about constantly adapting and refining what you're doing. And we're not just talking about tiny minor changes here. The system is getting way smarter. Thanks to these powerful AI systems like BERT and RankBrain, Google's focus is shifting in a big way. It's moving way beyond just matching keywords. Now it's about understanding context, about understanding human-like language. And that means one thing for all of us. Genuine quality and real authority, well, they matter more than they ever have before. Okay, so we know it takes time, and we know the target is always moving. Now, I get it. That might sound a little discouraging, but it's not, because there are absolutely things you can do to take back control and actually speed up this whole process. So the source material we're looking at points to 3 core pillars to help you accelerate your results. First up, strategic internal linking. That's how you help Google understand your site structure. Second, there's this broader strategy called search everywhere. And third, you've got to optimize for this new world of AI and large language models. Now, I want to focus on that second one for a second. So, what in the world is search everywhere? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's about making sure your business is visible not just in a Google search bar, but everywhere on social media, in local directories, when someone uses voice search, and yeah, even in the answers that AIs give. But here's the real key insight. All these platforms are becoming interconnected. A strong presence in, say, local directories can directly boost how you show up in voice search. Positive chatter on social media might get surfaced by an AI. It's a completely holistic approach. It's about being the answer no matter where the question is being asked. So, when you step back and look at the big picture, what's the one thing you need to remember? It's this. SEO is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a long-term commitment. It's about building real, sustainable authority, the kind that can actually withstand all those constant algorithm changes and keep delivering results for you years down the road. And that really just leaves us with one final, crucial question to think about. As you're building out your own strategy, are you just focused on winning in today's simple search box? Or are you really preparing your brand to be found in the complex, search everywhere landscape of tomorrow? Because honestly, the answer to that question is probably going to define your success.